Can you solve the problem on the board using Lambert W function? We are told to find x power x is equal to 2. For us to solve this, first thing we have to look at, we are trying to find the exact value of x that once we raise x to itself, we are going to get 2. So at this point, let's actually know the range of values for this x. Because when we raise 1 to itself, 1 power 1 is always 1, which is not exactly 2. And once we do 2 power 2, raising 2 to itself, we are going to get 4. Okay, which is more than 2, which is the solution. This clearly shows us that our values for x is actually within this point, that x is greater than 1 and x is what? Less than what? 2. So the values of x is within 1 and 2. Okay? So for us to do this, first thing we have to do is that we'll find a way to get down the value, the x, as a power or as an exponent. So for us to do this, we take the log of both sides. So if we say the ln of x power x is equal to the ln of 2. Okay? Taking the logs of both sides. So this particular rule of exponents allows us to multiply the power x to the ln. So we can now have x ln x is equal to ln 2. By this to actually get the value for x, we make use of the Lambert W function. And this is clearly the Lambert W function. That when you impute a function in Lambert W function of x, exponent x, that the value is always x. The solution to this is always x. So our goal here is now to get an exponent here and also to get x here. That's the term that multiplies the exponent is going to get out what? That particular term. So what do we do to write this? We always know the identity that whenever we have exponential ln of x is always what? X. That is, we can now rewrite our x to be in terms of what? Exponent. Since we know that exponent of ln x is equal to x. So instead of using x, we are going to replace it with exponential ln x. So what do we get if you do that? We have it as exponential ln x replacing our x in what? Ln x is equal to, this is ln 2, is equal to ln 2. So on getting this, we have ln 2. On getting this, what do we now see? We can now impute this in Lambert W function, which will give us the Lambert W function of, so we can now rearrange this starting with ln x of ln x exponential ln x is equal to the Lambert W function of ln 2. Okay? So if you have this now, you can now see that once we apply this Lambert W function, this is ln x, this is exponential ln x. So the term multiplying the exponent is the same with the power of the exponent. So what do? The answer will now be that ln x, since it is the output as we have here, is equal to the Lambert W function of ln 2. But here, our goal is actually to find x, not ln x. So to remove this ln x, we take the exponents in both sides. So we can now say exponential ln x is equal to the exponent of the w function of ln 2. Okay? So if you have this now, you can now see that this exponent will remove the ln. So you can now see that the actual value for x is equal to the exponential of the w function of ln 2. And that's the required solution. If you found the video interesting, please do well to hit the like and subscribe button so that you get notified anytime we drop a new video. See you some other time.